Good morning, hockey fans. This is Steven Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the absolutely crazy junior hockey discussion group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Probably this morning you're in your office. We have Eric Ballard with me this morning. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2024. We're watching the World Junior quarterfinals. Good morning, Eric. How are you doing today?
Good, buddy. How are you? It's January, not December, my friend. You're staying in the past.
Yeah, you know what? I am completely screwed up here. Still have the wrong year. I still have the wrong day. It's not a good. It feels like a Monday, but it's not really Monday. All right.
Yeah, when you have the January 1st, New Year's Day on a Monday,
Screwed me up.
I think it throws everything off, buddy.
Eric and I have been watching the World Junior Championships this morning. Game time, 6 a.m. Eastern. Eric was 4 a.m. Truth be told, my son woke me up at 8 a.m., so I missed the first 2 hours. But all the action happened in the last 2 minutes and overtime for the most part, Eric.
Yeah, no, the last that was a crazy little spin-off at the end with Slovakia and Finland. And I had actually, after Finland scored under 2 minutes, I got up to make another pot of coffee and thought it was over, and I could hear it from the kitchen. And I was like, oh, my goodness. But it didn't take long. Finland took care of business right away in overtime. But what a crazy last few minutes of that game.
I was going to ask you before that happened, what were your favorite moments of the preliminary round and pretty much the tournament so far this year?
You know, that's a great question. It's going to be kind of bland, but the upsets, the amount of games that have been decided by teams that I would but probably wouldn't have picked. I mean, Germany beating Finland for the first time in history at a World Junior event, and just Slovakia and the opening game over Czechia, and it's been just a real exciting World Junior based on the fact that you and I go with predictions. There's not a lot of time we spend on it, but I would say the most favorite thing for me right now is the fact that anybody can win any given night, any given day, any given game, and it's kept it really exciting and fun.
I think my favorite part so far has been watching Canada's youngster, Macklin Cerebrini, do his thing. Youngest player on the team, one of the youngest guys in the whole entire tournament. Like last year, like Connor Bedard. It's not quite at Bedard's level, clearly, but it's nice to see the young kids having a major impact.
Yeah, it's impressive to see what he's done so far, especially at his age, the kind of pressure he's under. But Canada, it's cultural, right? So it becomes kind of second nature, like walking for those young men, but he's been fun to watch as well. But I tell you, the skill level of these players, it's just off the charts. It really is.
It's been good. Finland did beat Slovakia in overtime this morning. We are now into game 2, Canada versus Czechia. Czechia is already up 1-0 in the first period. Canada is led by its youngest player at the World Junior Championship for the second year in a row after Connor Bedard's remarkable run at the 2023 event. Now a 17-year-old Macklin Cerebrini, the projected top pick in the 2024 NHL draft, who has a team best 8 points, 4 goals, 4 assists, including 2 goals in a 6-3 win over Germany on Sunday. Eric?
Yeah, no, I'm watching the game in between, our conversations, and Czechia is up 1-0 already. A short side goal right in 12 minutes into the first, and then they had a penalty shot. They could have went up 2-0, This game is far from over. Czechia has come ready to play, and Canada, I think Canada might be taking them a little lightly, not respecting the fact that anybody can win on any given day. And what I'm seeing right now, the ice is tilted definitely in Czechia's favor. So Canada better wake up a little bit and try to make this a little bit of a game.
Czechia will be looking for a measure of revenge after losing 3-2 in overtime to Canada in the gold medal game last year.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of fuel for the fire, right? They made it to the finals last year against Canada. And, I remember that game got, kind of out of hand a little bit as far as it was, Canada all the way, regardless what the score was. They definitely dominated that game. So I think Czechia has got something to prove. I think they walk into this World Junior, this opportunity it's showing itself right now, which is it's going to be an exciting game. I'm excited to watch this one.
The third game today is 11 a.m. Eastern, United States versus Latvia. The U.S. enters the medal round as the number 1 overall seed after winning its 4 preliminary round games by a combined score of 29-9. The United States has been impressive, Eric.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on one of the first shows when I heard one of the commentators, I can't recall who said it, when the 13th forward is still a 3rd or 4th round NHL draft pick. That's what you call depth. I mean, holy cow, how do you manage that kind of talent? That is great for Coach Carl and Coach Larson and their group, Miller. What a great special team that they have over there in Sweden this year. And walking in 4-0 out of pool play and top team in the tournament, they look really good. Now, they started out a little slow against Norway in that first period, and maybe in the first period and a half. But, boy, I tell you, they've hit the gas, and they're playing some of their best hockey right now. I think Latvia is going to have everything they can, their hands full and everything they can take this morning.
Latvia reached the medal round despite scoring 6 goals and having a -16 goal differential. You know what? It doesn't really matter how you get there as long as you get there. Is that right?
I would definitely say that. Like, these short-term events are tough. You have to be ready to go. I know when I was in Russia with the university team, Coach Grillo had said the same thing to me. We had talked about short-term events like this, international short-term events, and well, you don't have the opportunity to take a day off. And Latvia, I'm not surprised. Again, like we talked about, anybody can win on any given day. But good for Latvia to make the quarterfinals and to see where they set themselves up for not only this year but future years. But yeah, it's a little bit of a crazy twist this year, and not having Russia in the World Junior Games is, kind of. I think we probably add 1 or 2 teams maybe to the World Juniors that probably shouldn't be there, but then you get games and teams like Latvia and Germany surprising everybody. So it's been an awesome World Junior. I look forward to this time of year all the time.
The finale of the day, Sweden versus Switzerland at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Sweden looked like a determined team and shutout victories in its first 3 games and dominated Finland during the second and third period. It was 5-4 loss on Sunday. I think Sweden on Sunday knew they were in and were taking a breather. What do you think?
I think they were probably posturing a little bit. And I'm not quite sure if that works in someone's favor or not. Because I think you take your foot off the gas a little bit, even though, I don't know if they really rested some of their top guys or not. I didn't really watch that game in its entirety, but wasn't checking how many shifts their top guys were playing. But I think they probably knew they were in the medal round or in the quarterfinals, not the medal round, excuse me. So I really do. I think you're accurate. I think that maybe that was done by design, but I think they're going to take care of Switzerland pretty handily today.
Switzerland's only World Junior Championship medal was a bronze in 1998, and along the way defeated Sweden 2-1 in the quarterfinals. Matching that feat this year will be difficult after scoring 11 goals in 4 preliminary round games. 1998, that was a good year for you, buddy.
1998. Not quite even sure where I was in 98. I'd have to check my log. But Switzerland, like you said, it's good to see these teams getting into the top pool. There's no question. And but Sweden is just, they're just so stacked. They're like the U.S. team. Their team has got so much depth, so much firepower. That's a really good team. I'm not saying they're the best team they've had in the last 4 or 5 years, but they're up there. Sweden is really, really a very dynamic, very deep team. I think Switzerland's going to have. They're not going to have much to answer back to.
1998 in the spring, you were coaching the Sinbad Sailors in Wasilla, Alaska, giving Rob Profit hell to the Ice Dogs. That was the good old days. And I remember you guys playing, I think it was you guys versus Prof in the final up in Fairbanks that year, wasn't it?
Yeah, now that you say it, exactly. And hey, I just an update. Czechia just scored the second. They're up 2-0 with 1:59 left in the first. I know you're delayed on your end, buddy. 1998. I can't believe you'd said that. The Fairbanks Ice Dogs, because that was the national tournament, or not national tournament, the Western States Northern Division finals in Fairbanks, and we were in the final. I remember that series well because we got absolutely bombarded in the final 9-2. We didn't have an answer for the Ice Dogs at all, and I had a really good team that year. They just it was playing in the Dipper. The Dipper's like the seventh man, and gosh, yeah, Rob Profit and the boys. That brings back a lot of good memories and a lot of memories I might like to forget.
Yes, a lot of forgetfulness from that year. I wanted to hire you to bring it down to the peninsula, and you wanted to come down there, but damn it, Andrew Carmichael made me hire Vince Redford. Probably the worst hire in my entire hockey career was Vince Redford. That guy would chase players off the peninsula. It was ridiculous. But that was the good old days, right?
Remember good old days, buddy. I believe, I'm a firm believer, and we crystal ball things all the time. But if you and I would have teamed up in that situation, we might still be there.
Probably the short native fat girls, we'd be.
Well, we definitely would have been. We'd have been probably a little more prominent than what we were separated. That's for sure.
The good old days of Alaskan junior hockey, folks. Enjoy the rest of today's games. You get a chance, comment in the group, and we'll answer your questions throughout the day. But it's just be a very good day. We'll talk again tomorrow. Eric, until tomorrow, enjoy your morning coffee and have an absolutely great day in hockey.